Well, let's just hope. Oh, hang on. Let's see if I can find my own chat. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Hang on. Let's go. Ah, okay.
At Auto Trader, you
Bye
could
bye.
win.
I guess that means it worked. Guess that means it worked. I just hope I don't get some kind of stupid copyright for that. Where are we? I've had some real technical horrors this evening. Not just issues, horrors. Okay. Now, let's see. Oh, Corinne, Chris, Christy, Kerry Ann, Janet, Greg. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Phew, wasn't that a nightmare? So, what I'm going to be doing, apart from drinking this tea, cheers. Oh, hang on, I've got to take my gimbal off charge because I think it might, I don't know if it was one of those that doesn't overcharge or not, but I don't want it to, so, you know. Wow, that was a bit of a kerfuffle. I don't know why, but I tried to get on 3 separate devices, and every one of them wanted me to do it vertically. And although I know how to do that, it wouldn't let me do that. So I went back and switched one of them round, but for some reason I'd popped up with a new live. So I was talking to myself for ages and crocheting to myself. Well, the people who came in originally said hello, and then of course that was no more, so they weren't commenting anymore. And I thought, what's going on? And I looked, and my actual chat wasn't moving on my own device. So oh no, so I had to come out and do it again, and that went wrong. And I thought, whenever I try to go live on an evening, then I have issues. I don't when I do my ones in the afternoon, I very rarely get any issues. So I need this tea to calm me down. Plus it's not as hot as it was. It was piping hot when I first made it. Who we got? Angel, hello. I got a little parcel from you today. Yes, I did. I haven't opened it yet. Hi, Trina. You had to just had to resubscribe to my channel. Did you? Was you booted off? I don't know why. They purge people off channels. I really don't. But thank you for coming back. And yes, thank you for my little gift today. I haven't opened it yet. I'll do it on my birthday. Because Angel never forgets my birthday. Do you? You never forget. You're so sweet. Thank you very much. And Divergent Crafter. Hello. I'm sorry, but I don't know your name. I don't remember names anymore. I used to. In the early days of doing YouTube, everybody that came on, we associated all the names with the people, and then they all went and changed their channel names, and it was like, oh, that one was Gwen, wasn't it? And that one, in the end, I cannot remember them now. I think it's an age thing, you know. But I popped into Granny D's live for a little while because she popped on in a hospital bed because she broke a leg. I didn't know. I mean, I've been trying to get into one of her lives for a while, and I've not had any success. She's either on earlier than I plan, you know, when I look, or later. I'm just going to turn that off for a minute. See if that strange blue face goes. Yeah, so I'm really hot now. It's all the kerfuffle. It's really kind of... I'm not used to it. But an evening live. See, now I've switched rooms around in the house. The bedroom is no longer behind here. So Gary is asleep because he has work early. Let's get up at 3. So I would never do evening lives in case I woke him. But now he's way over there. So there's not much chance of me waking him, no matter how raucous I get. So that's good. I can now do an evening one. But usually I'm too tired. But this evening, for some reason, I don't know, I've got a bit of energy. Don't know where it's come from. It'll probably go soon. you know, like it usually does. So how are you all? What have you been up to? Don't go quiet on me, because that's what happened before, and all of a sudden I was not there anymore. And a blooming ad played on my computer, so I didn't shut it down. I thought, I can't shut it down, I don't know if it's worked. And then an ad played with a stupid song. So if they do try to copyright me, I'm going to have a bit of a moan, because, you know, it's their ad. And not only their ad, it was my it wasn't even a song I like. So, you know, I'm not going to have none of that. You've all gone quiet on me. Hello, are you still there? Cheers, dears. I'm going to carry on with my crochet once I've drunk this. I've got this in case I get thirsty. Oh, wow, rather warm. You're making a stitch sampler blanket. That's nice. How big is it? Is it like I think I might have to plug my fan in. I haven't had that in for a long while. But I've got to move mountains to do it. So now I've unplugged that, I can plug the fan in to that one. I can hear Gary snoring. I don't think he'll pick it up on the camera, you know, it would be funny, but on the odd occasion, I did used to pick up his snores when he was in there. Are you playing? It's actually got quite a delay, but there might be something in the way of it. Why are you not working? I need you. Don't be a pain. Just come on now. The plug wasn't in enough. Oh, that's better. I know I'm getting hot because I'm starting to glisten. I am. Maritza, hello. I'm working on the same blanket. It is long enough but not wide enough. It's driving you crazy, taking too long to make. I hate that. Remember Gary's? Oh, that was a mission. Making Gary's blanket. The only way I could get it finished was to actually sit in front of live streams and do it. Because, you know, otherwise I could never do it. And it was so thick and warm as well, which was another thing. I kept overheating, but it got so big and it was like a major thing to turn it to the next side. But I got through it in the end. Thank goodness. I still haven't sewn the ends in. Every time I see it, I think, oh no, I still haven't sewn the ends in on that blanket. But one of these days I will do it. So I don't know if many people are going to come in this evening, because I know there's a few other lives on and I'm clashing, but the trouble is I have to clash, otherwise I'll never get to do one. And you know, there's always somebody, isn't there? And other people think, oh, they get a slot and that's a regular slot. And then what happens to people like me? Don't get regular slots and stuff. So that's why I stopped doing evening lives in the first place, because there were just so many on doing them, and I never really had the chance to get on. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to just have to clash if I do want to do one in the evening. Hi Heather, welcome. So guys, if you have all those who've just joined me, don't forget the thummies. But you know, it's just life, isn't it? Tammy, hello. Oh, it took me a while to get on. I saw you in D's. My first couple just went a bit wrong, and I was talking to myself. Was GTSY. Good to see you. Yay! I figured that one out. Gonna share my life, thank you very much. Although that does, oh, it does say it. I thought for 1 minute, I won't say it. I thought it was saying gonna share lies. It was my eyesight. She did do it right. It wasn't lies. Bless you, thank you very much. Whew, I'm nearly there. Gone. Okay, so I'm doing this. It's actually grown a fair bit since my first live stream of doing it. It's just going to be a square one, and I'm going to have this probably in one of the cars, because I've had blankets and stuff in the cars for when it gets cold and you've got kids in the car or people in the back who might be a bit chilly, and or me sometimes. If Gary's driving, sometimes I get cold legs in the car. So I've had several blankets, but they get kind of, well, stolen by people who take a shine to them. And does that happen to you? It happens to me. But also, I mean, you know, I've got plenty of yarn to use. I've got all this I want to de-stash, and I've got more now because I've done a few more Yarn Quest videos, and bought some yarn recently, which I can either make something with or give in my giveaways or in my mystery boxes in my shop, which on my online shop, should I say, which if you haven't found it is hobbyrocks.co.uk. I do ship worldwide, and I've got some lovely, really, really lovely mystery bags for Mother's Day, birthdays, Valentine's Day, that sort of thing. Hi Bonnie from Bonnie's Corner. How are you? Don't forget the thummy. I nearly put that phone in my tea then. I know there's not much tea, and it thankfully is a waterproof phone. I find sometimes doing this on camera is hard because it's getting heavy, and I have to try and rest it on my boobies, because otherwise it's sort of pulling down. The fibres are going up my nose. It's really making my nose itch already. It's not a good sign, is it? By the end of this live, I should have a bright red nose. What's new there then? Not much. Did Thummy on the way in? Oh, thank you very much. That's cool. So, have any of you been doing this Boggy Creek thing? I mean, I'm very late to the to knowing what that's all about. I just kept seeing a few people's videos mentioning, you know, in the title Boggy Creek, and I thought, what the heck is Boggy Creek? I haven't really, because I don't get to sort of join the live streams very much now. I'm right out of touch. Really am. But Dee mentioned it a little bit, that it's kind of a charity making blankets. There's something very similar to that I've got a little video coming out soon about. So yeah, similar kind of. I've got a knot now. Just knock my phone over. This does knot if you pull it out quite a bit. Really annoying. It sort of loops in on itself. Don't fall. My crochet hook was dangling then, precariously, ready to fall onto the floor. I think no, I'm not free. This is annoying. What has gone on here? Why would it do that? Stupid yarn. Right, it's a loop. I might be able to pull it all the way out. Mustn't let it knot. It's very like that, this yarn. It's a mandala, but a 3-weight, no, yeah, 3-weight, a DK mandala. And I do find they're not as easy to work with as the 4-weight ones. Right, phone's unscathed. Oh, what's happened? Been watching with Boggy Creek videos, but did not participate. Hello there, little sis. Welcome. Don't forget the thummy. So is it just making blankets and sending to somebody then, and that sort of thing? Because I might do that, you know. All will be revealed in probably Tuesday, I think. A video pops up. It's gonna. I had to edit, for goodness sake. First time, no, second time, tell a lie, that I've done any editing, and I don't know what I'm doing, but it just sort of works. It's like I put that there, do this, and it works. It's like, oh, okay, I've edited it. So I did a little video explaining the shop or the place, and then a little film of it. It was very, very cute idea. So I might do that. If anybody wanted to make blankets, I could take them in. So I might do that a bit later on. You don't have to, obviously. Especially if you're abroad. That would be a bit much, wouldn't it? Doing an 8x8 squares of different stitches, and then I will join eventually. How's Fluffy and the Grands? Oh, hello there, little sis has been a member for 34 months. And hello, Teresa. Yeah, Fluffy is, well, fine, although she's very bizarre these days. If Gary were to take a step near her, she meows at the door to go out. It's like, I don't even want to be in the house with you now. Before it wasn't, I don't want to be in the front room, or and then it was, I want to be in the conservatory well away from you. Now it's, I want to go outside, even if it's raining, you know, I just don't want to be near you. So she just very anti-Gary. It's weird. Grandchildren are all lovely. Yeah, they're cool. 30 by 50 blankets for terminally ill children at a camp. Oh, that's nice. That's the Boggy Creek, I understand. Oh, that's kind of cool. I'm gonna sneeze. It's the fibres. I didn't even look at the armband, but I thought it was just acrylic. I don't know. Maybe it's the fan blowing dust at me. I mean, after all, you don't use it for a long time. But I dusted it off the other day. It might be a bit dusty on the inside though. Perhaps that's it. Allergies will play up now, probably. So it's been really, really mild today. Haven't had the heating on at all. And it started raining this afternoon. But it's been very mild. Not at all seasonal, like the normal season. But I think it is going to get colder. But yeah, I know. So I've been very busy today. I've been filming lots of videos for this channel mostly. I haven't done any for Rocksteady. I did one the other day, but I haven't done any more. I did two actually. I did, because I've been doing derma rolling. I've been doing a bit of an experiment to see if I can push back the hands of time and become younger looking. Well, you know, you got to do your bit. So I kind of been doing that, and I did an update video on that, and then I went shopping and I got some pretty decent kind of half price goodies. So did a little video about that, but I did them on Rocksteady, and the big news is Rocksteady got monetized. I don't suppose I'll earn any money because I don't really make enough videos to actually, it needs a zillion watch hours, you know, that's the thing. And with the amount of videos that I'll get I won't really get those, I don't suppose, which is very annoying. So yeah. Anyone else making anything interesting? I've kind of been doing chemo beanies for Jane, who asked if some of my fellow subscribers can make her some beanies because her cancer returned and she's got to have chemo, and so she will lose her hair again. And I've had lots of people get her address and send in her beanies, but she also asked for cards. So next time I go shopping, I'm going to see if I can find some nice cards to send off when I send her beanie. But other than that, this blanket is kind of, and a swatch video that I'm preparing for. I've also got some new crochet hooks that I'm looking at, and I bought them really to stock in my shop, but when they arrived, when I ordered them, I thought, you know what, I might keep one set of each of these for me, because they do crochet hooks, Tunisian crochet hooks, and yeah, that's Tunisian to you guys across the pond, and you speak funny, and then I know, and then interchangeable knitting needles. So they've got interchangeable Tunisian crochet hooks and interchangeable knitting needles, and I thought I'll get two sets. I put one in the shop and I keep the other, and then when they arrived I thought, no, you shouldn't do that, just put them in the shop, you know. Yeah. Let's just do it, just stop robbing the shop. It's so hard not to. But this is one of them, and they're made of ebony and really nice. See, they've got that lovely gold writing on, and I've been using this one today. It's 4.5, and I was doing my swatch video and checking out the hook at the same time, like a double whammy type thing. So yeah, I've got to do a few other bits and pieces, you know, just to make sure that it's all good and interesting and all that stuff. Oh no, if you pull this out, it just loop. Oh, here we go again. I'll be glad when this yarn's gone. I really liked using the other mandalas, but not this. This is something else. And if I knew now, well, what I knew that, no, if I knew then what I know now, I wouldn't have centre pulled it. And I made the mistake of, when I was doing the swatches, of centre pulling that cake. Wasn't the my finest move, that. I can't actually undo this one. Ah, hang on. Yep. It's going to happen all the time. It's a bit of a pain, really. So I looked after Tyler for Michael when he had a gig and got him off to sleep. So I had to go and sort of lay in the bed with him. And that was so cute. He put his knees right up into my chest. His little arm went right round my head. And I thought, oh, this is absolutely super cute. But I am going to get such a stiff neck now. But thankfully he did fall asleep, and he didn't wake up when I kind of peeled him off me and got out the bed and went downstairs, and I watched a film. And then on Valentine's Day, I'm going to be looking after Harley, my other grandson. He's going to come here and stay the night. And he hasn't done that for a long time. And he'd probably, the little bed thing that I've got for him, he'll probably be way too, or almost too long for it now. So it's kind of one of the last times he'll be able to sleep on it, I think. But I'm looking forward to that. So I shall have him overnight, and then Paul and Victoria will come and pick him up the following day. And then the day after that, the 16th, is actually my birthday. So we might be going out. I'll let it run at night when I fall asleep for Rocks. So thank you very much. No, you can't thumbs up in your sleep. I know, that would be a bit odd, wouldn't it? Just setting your alarm every... Oh, I've got to thumb that one. Can't do that, no. But yeah, 16th will be my birthday, and we're probably going to go out. There was talk. Gary's brother at the moment is in Thailand, but they'll be back then. And there was talk of us all going to the cinema to watch the biopic of Bob Marley. But I'm not sure if that will happen. I know there's a lot of people wanting to go. And myself and his other half were to be the designated drivers because, well, I don't drink. She does, but it's unlucky for her. So I don't know. I don't know if we're going or not, or if it's happening that day. But, you know, we'll definitely do something, Gary and I. And even if it's just the two of us. But we can't do it Valentine because he's working. And so I'm babysitting anyway. But he even if I wasn't, he's working. So not like we can go out or do anything nice for Valentine's Day. Do you guys celebrate Valentine's? We don't really do much, just buy each other a little present and sometimes go for a birthday meal, which combines it, because, you know, it's easy, you know, it's only 2 days later, so we combine it. Yarny Cat, hello. Hiya, don't forget the thummy. See, here I am at night. I bet you didn't think I was not nocturnal anymore. All of my live streams have been afternoons and such. But yeah, I mean, I used to do, oh, not another one. But I had another knot then. I used to do evening ones all the time until the airwaves started to get a tad congested and there was no space for me anymore because I didn't have a slot. I don't like scheduling, you know. I can't be saying I'll do a live stream every Sunday at whatever. I can't do that. My life is not like that. And even if even if my life was like that, I kind of, I buck against that sort of thing, you know. I'm not like, I don't do routine very well. I never do. I hate anything that traps me into a routine. You don't celebrate Valentine's. You might do this year, you might go out. That's nice. Uh, was married was married the 13 and divorced the 40. Oh, lovely. There is space for me. There's not really. You know, it's like on Granny D's live just now. It was like, it's after me, it's so after them, it's this one, and after them we go there, and after that one we go there, and I'm thinking, there's no space. Oh well, just have to clash then. And I know, I think I'm definitely clashing with Jan, and I always thought she went on later, you know, but I think it's because she does very, 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 very long ones, whereas I only ever used to do an hour. Well, sometimes I did 2, but yeah, I kind of stopped doing them in the evening. You know, Gary was at home, even when he was working and going to bed early. When he had the bedroom there, um, you know, I was always worried that I'd wake him. He'd said, "Oh, wouldn't wake me," you know, because he is deaf, but he wasn't a hearing aid. And I'd say, "Well, funny enough, you say that, but whenever I used to come in here to grab some yarn or to do some editing or upload products on the computer or whatever, he would always wake up. You know, I'd always hear him moving about and stirring. And he might not have realised that I was the one waking him up, but he was definitely waking up because I was in there. There's no other way, you know. So I figure it's nice now. I can do what I like in here. I can scream and shout if I want. No, probably not. But you know what I mean. Freedom to do what I like. But I'm normally, as I said, a bit tired. This hook is starting to squeak. Hate it when that happens. It's a clover. I don't use clovers, but I can't do it. Can't do it. I've got to clean it. T-shirt I do. I don't normally work with clovers, but I opened this pack because I thought, you know, I'll do a review on them then. Because when I started my shop, which if you haven't found it, is hobbyrocks.co.uk, and I do ship worldwide. And when I first started doing it, everybody was raving about clover hooks. Oh, I never use anything else. I love my clovers. So I bought some clovers for the shop, and I prefer tulips. So I brought some tulips. Never sell clovers. I do sell them occasionally when I kind of say, right, I've got a massive special offer on or something. I sold more of these on eBay. And I've still got the lot that I started with. I've never had to restock them because they just don't go. People prefer the tulips now. You slept through a bad thunderstorm last night. Your son and husband told you about it. I can do that. I can sleep through a massive thunderstorm, but then a slight tapping will wake me up or keep me awake. It's weird, isn't it? It's like, you know, if you're tired and you're watching TV. So if Gary and I were watching a film and suddenly I was getting really tired, I could fall asleep with Armageddon going off on TV and, you know, World War II or whatever. But get into bed and the slightest noise, like, it's like I can't get off. How stupid is that? That doesn't make any sense. Hi, Still Sky. You buy the Prim hooks. I actually do have a set of Prim in my shop. Only the one. I did have 2, but I kind of opened one to do a review on them, and I never got round to doing it. But I do have the hooks, so maybe I will. Perhaps I will. But the ones I've just bought are the Lantern Moon and the Ebony. They're absolutely gorgeous. Real ebony wood. Beautiful. Beautiful hooks. And they're not ergonomic, obviously. So that was challenging for me to do. I've been working with them all day. Well, not all day, but this evening. Making swatches for another video. So I'm going to review the hooks at a later date. So I've been working with them to get used to them, and I thought that was going to be a real tough call, you know, when you're so used to having um, the ergonomic handles. Like these are quite fat, but I'm used to the flatter ones of the tulips. But you know, I like them anyway. But I thought I'd struggle, but I didn't really. I didn't struggle at all. Julie, hello, hello, hello. Good to see you. Don't forget, sit down. So I've been using, Julie. I've been using this bad boy. I've been trying to see what it's like to work with, and making swatches for another video. I've been really busy today. I filmed, oh, let me see, 1, 2, 3 or 4 videos, and I'd already had some that were uploaded but not yet put on, so I had to do all that stuff, and I got them all uploaded and ready to go on, you know, so that they will schedule. So yeah, getting ahead of myself. The reason being, this is a busy week for me, and like I said, I've got Harley staying with me on the 14th and 15th. Like, he goes home on the 15th, so you know I'm not going to really get much work done. 16th being my birthday, not going to get much work done. So yeah, I figured I would you know, get ahead of myself as much as I possibly can, so that you know, I can do things. Oh, say hello. Hi, Steel. I like that. Steel Sky. I can't pull this yarn out too much. It's really bugging me. I just keep pulling at it all the time, but if I do, it just knots. Not the greatest yarn, I have to say, and be glad when it's finished and done. So, let's have a look. I missed. I've had a little pop-up ad. How bizarre is that? Happy early birthday. Thank you very much. Getting younger now. I'm going backwards. I've decided I'm not going to go forwards anymore. I'm going to go backwards from now on. I'm going to get younger. That's the deal. That's the deal. Hopefully. With my derma rolling, pushing the hands of time firmly backwards. So, you know, you never know. Might work. I've been quite pleased with the results so far anyway. I've done a whole round. Last time I did a live, I never did it. I never got a whole round done. I guess I was chatting and reading chat too much. I don't know. Or I'm doing knots, one of the two. So annoying. Right, let's get my corner done. I do the seamless corner like I do on all my tutorials. Oh, I'm going too far. Tammy's a Susan Bates hook kind of girl. Yarny Cat's not filmed today. Turned 50 in January, and it's where you stop. I think so. I think so. It's the funniest thing was I always used to pretend to be 36. My mum used to pretend to be 21. It was a bit of a tall order, but when I used to pretend I was 36 in my head, and then my youngest child became 36, and it was like, cheers, boy. Thanks a lot. Been subscribed for a while. This is the first time in one of my lives. And you live in the US. And Yarny Cat's making a leggy froggy. A leggy froggy. So yeah, I don't know if these are kind of, I think they're not in line, are they? Are they in line? They kind of remind me a little bit of the Susan Bates, but I can't tell. I can't actually tell. Can you tell? I don't know. Where's my camera? Can you tell? I think if it tapers too much there, isn't it? I don't know, but they are quite straight in line. But I got on very well with it, but I will review it once I've worked a little bit more with it, for sure. So where's my Julie gone? She popped in. She said hello. Where's she gone? To be 50 again. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. In line, it looks like it does, doesn't it? I thought so when I looked at it. It did look in line to me. But yeah, it's very it's I thought, you know, oh, wood, it's not going to be very slippy. Been very pleasantly surprised. It's it's quite it slips as much as using sort of a metal hook. It's very sheeny, beautiful, I have to say. Been really impressed with it, but I've put my corner in the wrong place. What are you doing? It's because it's dark yarn. And when I was doing that crochet earlier, it's a black hook and dark yarn, and the room's not bright. And Gabby said, "Why? It's because it's too dark for that." And I kept moaning when I did things wrong, but it was me because I because I couldn't see what I was doing. But I didn't want to put the main light on. Gary was watching rugby at the time. We've got the Six Nations on. He does love rugby, but he only watches England and that sort of thing, you know, Six Nations type rugby, not the teams. Don't follow the teams. And but I think he secretly inside always wished he'd played rugby. You're here, falling asleep while crocheting. You might wake up again with a crochet hook in the eye. Am I that boring that I'm sending you to sleep, lovey? Yeah, I could have used my neck light, you're right. You know, it's at times like that I totally forget it exists. A bit silly, really, but sometimes, you know, I'm kind of on the ball and I think, oh, you know what I need? I need my neck light. And other times, it's just don't even think about it. But that would have been perfect. Oh, yeah. It's because I only ever look at it to read yarn labels. Or, well, I should be reading the book because, you know, Gary brought me even more books this Christmas. And I still haven't read the ones he got me before. And I started reading Becoming Michelle Obama again. And I like it a lot. And I put it down and that's it, and then pick it up again. I love the tulip reds as well. I like the tulip any colours, to be honest with you, but the red ones, they're my favourite. I have to say, I do really like those. I do. In fact, I'm going to have to place an order for some because I've lost mine. I kind of lose them all over the place. But I have one. I don't know if that's a 5. Do you know I could probably be using this? I need a light. Let's see. If I could use that, I'm swapping. No, it's 4.5. Dull. Can't use it. But yeah, hang on a moment. No, that's one of those. That's a 6. But it doesn't matter none. I will find them. I'll either find them or I'll just buy myself some more. But I don't know how I managed to lose so many. Honestly, I've lost more hooks than I actually have in my shop, I'm sure. I just do. I think I leave them in projects and then, you know, those projects become UFOs. And then they're forever stuck with a hook in them. There was a time I went through all of my whips that were UFOs and I found loads of hooks. Oh yeah, I put them all in the cases and we're back to having no hooks again. But that little thing, I got this free, this thingy. I got it free with, it wasn't free. I paid for it, obviously, within the price of the Crochet Society box. And when I did my little review on them, that was back in the day when Bella Coco was part of it, and I did a 6-month subscription and reviewed them, and that came in one of the boxes, and I do use that. About the only thing from those boxes that I have used, and all of the 6 boxes I had, that's the only thing. There's a freebie. Well, I say freebie, but as I say, you pay for it in the box, don't you? So but that's all I use. The rest of it, even the yarn, I've given it away. You're in the same boat. Crochet hooks need find me. They do. Beep, 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 beep. You can actually search them. Locators. It's the meds making you sleepy, not me. I'm always engaging. Am I? Bless you. Well, Gary was threatening to fall asleep in front of the TV earlier, and we were watching the very last trigger point. I'd seen them all before, but I wanted Gary to see them, and it was the final. And I knew he was tired, and I kept saying to him, "You're not falling asleep, are you?" Because, you know, a few crucial times in the past, like, oh, I can't tell you in case you watch it, but an exciting bit, and I'll say to him, "Did you see what happened then?" Because he didn't say anything. And they'd go like, "No, I fell asleep." So I've had to rewind it. So I thought, you know, but it was quite a good episode. So it kept him awake. Bless him. But it's his last shift tomorrow. I think after that he's going to do some, guess what, DIY. I know. Believe it or not, he's going to do a bit of DIY, and then I think he wants to pop out on Tuesday or do something on Tuesday. And then he's back at work again. And I'm babysitting and stuff. I don't know, I find it really annoying when wool yarn does this. So it's changed colour, and then all of a sudden a dark bit pops in. Does that bug you? It really does bug me. It's like, if it's changed colour, it's changed colour. What's this deal? Don't like it. Does annoy me when that happens. And sometimes I've heard one sort of description of yarn that sort of made that into a feature. I can't remember how they worded it now, but it was like delicate little bobs of colour, and I thought, yeah, it's just like where the dye's bled in. It's not intentional. It's just something they haven't managed to get rid of. But it annoys me when that happens. You love Susan Bates and boy hooks, but you use anything. You've got your eye on some mermaid hooks on Amazon. Please don't forget the thumbs, y'all. So I don't know, I can't use anything. Don't get me wrong, I probably can, but I won't enjoy them. You know, I won't enjoy my crochet if the hook is not good. What am I doing? Oh yeah, hang on. I don't know what I've done here. Oh, I've got to finish my cord. Wait a minute. I went a bit doolally there. Yeah, if the hook's, you know, not great and it splits the yarn, because sometimes, you know, when the yarn splits and you blame the yarn, it's actually the hook. I actually had the hook I was using was splitting the yarn, and I swapped it out for another one and didn't do it. So that was on that Bellissima. So it was actually not the yarn at all. And so some hooks are not compatible with some yarns. It's not that, you know, it's just not. And I find that if that happens, I'm just not enjoying the crochet. So I'm not a massive fan of clovers, but they're not bad, you know. They do the job. And I like these clovers better. I like these soft touches better than your Moors, which is the opposite of everybody else. But I just find they slip better than these clovers. And yet, you know, and there are people who really rave about these hooks. They obviously haven't tried the tulips. Well, they might have. You love your furls, so love your clovers a lot too. Hi, Laurie. I'd love to. Well, I do have an Odyssey somewhere. It's a big one though, and I will one of these days have a little look at it. You hate yarn splits, yeah. Pain in the butt. You've got the Omni hooks to send me with the swatches. Should be able to post them next week. Thank you very much, darling. Ah, that's really nice of you. But I do have a wooden furl as well somewhere. I've never used it. I don't know if I gave it away, you know, on a giveaway. I'm not sure because I haven't seen it for a very, very long time. But that's not to say that it's not here. It's, you know, only like I can't find any of my hooks. So what's another one missing? I don't know. Does anybody know how Madonna is doing? Madonna likes Etimo hooks too. Madonna is doing quite well. I saw her the other day. She came into one of my live streams. I did one during the day and she popped in to say hello. And then she said that she was going to make a little video. And she did. She did make a little hello video. And then she had to go off to physio when she was in my live. So she's doing really well. And Granny D did put up her address. So if anybody wanted to send her a card or anything. And I made a note of it. So I've got it written down somewhere. One of these pieces of paper. Somewhere. I can't find it right at this moment in time, but you know, it's such a junk shop in here. Could be that side, but I can actually put it in. You know, anyone who wants it, just message me. My email address is usually in the boxes of my videos, not necessarily the live stream because there's nothing in that really, but I can pop an email to you and let you know it if you wanted to send her a card or some little happy mail. But yeah, she looked really, really well, actually, and I was so happy to see her, bless her heart. What's occurring? Soft touch clovers are good too. I just bought a few not long ago. I like them. I prefer them, but the only thing I don't like about them is the fact that all clovers have very short necks, and sometimes I crochet long, but you know what, I don't think the tulips have very long necks either, but I get on alright with those. I think it's because they're extra slippy. They're slippier than these are slippy, but those are more slippy. But I did try one of those Susan Bates silver looms. I have one of them somewhere, and I got on really, really well with that because it had such a very long neck, so I could really kind of crochet. I don't know, it sort of enables you to hold it and it slips up here a bit more. I don't know, I quite like that, but I haven't, like, guess what, I have no idea where that one is either. But since I've been using the tulips, I haven't really bothered much with other hooks, only to review them. That's it. But I have been using that ebony today, that Lantern Moon, my newest thing in my shop. I've been using them to see how I got on with them. Yeah, she's doing great. Granny D is in the hospital. I'm not sure why. She broke her leg. I was in her live earlier, just said hello. Wasn't in there for long. I was lucky to catch her. But yeah, she broke her leg. She didn't do anything. She didn't fall. Her leg just broke. Yeah, but that's what it is. She said she's not sure if it's like crumbling bones or something, but it wasn't a traumatic injury. It was just an injury. Suzanne, hi! Woo woo! Don't forget the thumb. Thank you for coming in. So this is weird doing an evening live. I haven't done one for so long. But they used to be the norm, you know. It used to be what I did. But, and fall off my chair, of course. Who can forget that? That was funny. But I got rid of that live now. I did make a short out of it though. I made a short and it's called What Not to Do on Your Live Stream. If I made the short now, probably would do well, but I made it in the early days of shorts when nobody really watched them. Oh, it wasn't really that awful, it was funny. Oh, Galichina, this is going right up my nose. Oh, it's getting bigger though, look. Can't say it's nearly finished though. Nowhere near. Everyone's saying hello. What's that? Oh, No, I read that already. It's not that bad. I mean, it was funny because I was in a live stream once of Krista from The Secret Yarnery. I haven't seen her lives for ages. I've not actually seen her channel for a long, long time. And I was in her live stream and she fell off her chair. She kind of just slid down and ended up on the deck. And she kind of said this. She called it her assassination chair, and you know she shouldn't have sat on it. Well, I was sitting on this stool, and it had a bit of a wonky leg, and it's the same sort of thing, you know. I should have thought this is not a good stool to sit on, and especially as doing a live stream and sitting on a stool, you get a bad back. But I was just like probably shifting from butt to butt cheek to try and be comfy, and all of a sudden I went whoop, and my legs went in the air, and I went ah! But what made it worse was that Krista from The Secret Yarnery had popped in. And so I saw her fall off her chair. And then she came in my live stream and see me fall off mine. So we're in a very exclusive little club, me and Krista. The falling off your chair in a live stream club. It's like a membership of 2. I'm going to pour a drink. I'm getting thirsty. This is absolutely lovely stuff. I like cherry Pepsi Max. I like raspberry Pepsi Max as well, but I like cherry. But this one from Tesco's costs 65p for this gigantic bottle, and it's lovely, really is. So if you're in the UK and you like cherry Pepsi Max or something, whoa, you can't go far wrong. It's even more cherrier, if you know what I mean. I love it. It's my favourite. it's a kind of, I can kind of like quench your thirst, but it makes you go like this. You remember that because you were watching. I had a very full live stream. I must have had about 70 people in. Honestly, I was popular back then. Yeah, I had loads in my live stream. There wasn't so many people doing it either. But yeah, Crystal coming on like, oh hi Krista, good to see you. Great. So I've got like somewhat like a big YouTuber in my live stream. What do? Whoops! Off I go. It was funny. You want to be like me when you grow up? I haven't grown up yet. Put the short up. I have. It's in my shorts. It's called What Not to Do on a live stream. Anybody can find it and put the link up. Pretty. What, my blanket? It's kind of moody, isn't it? It's got very moody blue colours. I've got 2 of these cakes, and pain in the butt that they are. But I was thinking, oh, it's gone, of putting this one in. Oh no, not that one. I've got one that's got teal in it. So I was thinking of doing this and then the one with teal, because they've got some colours in common. And then using the other one of these around that, and then the other one with teal in it around that. So it kind of looks like a natural progression. I don't know what it will look like. Whether it will look like it's meant to be like that or not. But some of the colours, I'm sorry about the nose itching. It's this yarn. But some of the colours in it are the same. I've no idea where I've put it. Just looking in there, but I can't see it. She did jinx me, you're right. I'm blaming her from now on. Just pay attention when going downstairs. I missed a step and fell and hit my back against the wall, nicely bruised, out of commission for a bit. Oh no, Suzanne. Oh no. Yeah, it is 0. It is 0. I don't drink anything with sugar in it. God, can you imagine? I'm jazzy enough as it is. I'd be a lunatic if I had sugar in me. Flower Light. This one. I've had that a long time. It was a Christmas one, but I use it all the time because it's flowers. They don't have to be for Christmas, do they? Um, Sorry to hear that, Suzanne. I did that once. I did that. Luckily, I had a winding staircase, so I had about like 5 or 6 stairs at a go. I think it might have been eight stairs or so. So I was getting ready for work, and I came running down the stairs in my socks, slipped, bang, hit my back on the stairs, winded myself big time, and had real big scuff marks all down myself, and especially on my back. So I rang work and I said, I am coming in, you know, because they probably thought, oh, she's off sick again, because I had a bit of a rep for that. And they probably, oh, I am coming in, but I will be late. I've fallen down the stairs. I'm just going to have a cup of tea and I'm going to calm myself, and I'll be back. I'll be in afterwards. So she said, all right, okay, you know, take your time. So I had a cup of tea, sorted myself out, got in the car, drove to work. As soon as I got in, she said, can I talk to you? I thought, oh, I'm going to get a rollicking or whatever. I thought I was going to get told off, you know. So she sort of called me in the office. I thought, well, at least I rang, you know. Anyway, she said, so you fell down the stairs? I said, yeah. She said, how did you do that? I said, I ran down the stairs in my socks. I slipped. She said, are you sure that's what happened? I said, yeah, of course I am. She said, it's me, you can talk to me. I said, about what? And then I suddenly realised she thought I was like domestic abuse. And I said, oh, no, seriously, I fell down the stairs. If anybody... I said, do you think I'd put up with any kind of domestic abuse? I'd flatten him. I'd punch his lights out. I said, I'll stab him in his... No, I wouldn't. No, I'm not condoning that. But, you know, I said, there's not a chance. This isn't Gary we're talking about, by the way. But I said, I wouldn't put up with nothing like that. What do you take me for? No, I fell down the stairs. Stupid me running down the stairs because I was running late with socks on. And I went. But honestly, she sort of thought I was being abused. Another time, my husband, not Gary, the guy I was with before, he was getting a bike pump off of a card. You know when you buy stuff, it's got cable ties and they're really tight. And he had the Stanley knife and he was getting this cable tie off, and it kind of went straight in his vein, right? So he's come in the house like this, and he went, Trace, I need an ambulance, or you've got to take me to the hospital, but probably an ambulance would be better. So I said, what have you done? And he told me. So I rang 999. I got my friends around because I worked for the ambulance owner, and got them round. A responder called Jeff came round, and he said, oh, I've got to take him in. I've got to take him in. I went, okay. So then I got to work. She said, same woman, is it intentional? I said, do you think living with me is that bad? At first you think he pushes me down the stairs, and now you think he's trying to kill himself to get away from me. I went, no, he's just a silly sausage, you know. She was obviously she's seen a lot in her life, and just not in my house. God, unbelievable. Oh goodness, there's been a lot of chat. Hang on. Can't do anything the aspartame mimics MS attacks. Oh no. Hi dear, didn't see you come in. And KCA raid. Oh, what's KCA? Hello Samantha. Good to see you. Don't forget the thummy. You drank diet for 45 years and no problems. Me too, I'll never drink things with sugar in. I actually prefer the taste now. You already have MS and you don't need anything to mimic it more. Oh, bless your heart. Ellie, hi. Thank you very much. Don't forget the thummy, peeps. You're on the same time as Jen. I know. I can't help it. I'm going to clash with someone. If I would be on the same time as Manford's Makes as well if she was on, but she's not. But I was on, you know, I just said I was going to go after Dee. But Jan used to go a bit later than that, I'm sure. But I'm going to clash with someone because there's always someone on. But I can't help it. You know, it's either that or just never do them. And I thought, well, I just have to clash. Sadly. Hi, Hi to anyone who's coming, and if I haven't seen you, don't forget the thummy. Iced coffee. Gary makes a nice one, I must say. I didn't think I'd like it, but I do. Not too bad anyway. You don't like coffee? I'm not a coffee lover. I don't tend to drink it as choice. I'm a tea girl, and not only just tea, biscuit tea, tea with the flavour of biscuits. Well, biscuits for you guys across the pond is cookies. So you know, try and clarify that, because otherwise you put biscuits in gravy. It's not them. It's not them. That would be disgusting. Don't drink soda, but you sure love your iced coffees. Oh, it's well. I kind of missed it, but it jumped. You make your own. Yeah, Gary makes lovely ones out of oat milk as well, to be a bit healthier. You had a cat that would scratch you a lot while playing with his toys around your legs, and the doctor quit believing me and called the police. Oh my God. You love coffee, iced tea. Ah, Earl Grey. Gary likes that. My partner, he'll drink a bit of Earl Grey. Every now and then he'll make me one, and he'll think it's biscuit tea, and he'll bring me in an Earl Grey, and I go, oh God, Gary, what have you done? And I'll drink it. Sometimes I actually fancy an Earl Grey, but not very often. Probably like twice a year, or maybe once. I've got you rolling. I haven't even got the funny bone out yet. Hi, Karen. Don't forget the thummy. Yeah, she's having internet issues, isn't she, Samantha? No one owns time slots. No, they don't. That's right. You can go live whenever you want. I try not to clash, obviously. It's not something I want to do, but it's just that there's, when I started doing this, there was me and Dee. Penny would go live, Dee and me. And on the odd occasion, Dana Wonderlust. And the other, what was her name? Denny used to go live. I've got to blow my nose. I really hate doing this in front of you, but I've got no choice. There was a few of us. That was it. No one else. The odd bag a day, but very few and far between. And the very, very odd time you'd get someone like Creative Grandma go live or something, but that was it. Just us. That was it. So it's very easy to go live. And then Kelly would go on occasionally as well, and then gradually it became more and more people were going live, more and more people were starting channels, more and more people were going live, more were starting channels. So in the end, it was like, whoa. And they'd all say, right, after you, it's going to be me. After you, it's going. And they would have these regular time slots, and I'd be thinking, well, I used to go on after her. Does that mean I can't now? So, I just clash. I have no choice. But I don't often do them at night. I might do a few more, but usually I'm a bit tired. I don't wear myself out during the day. I think it's the diet now that's giving me more energy. I'm on a low carb diet. So perhaps it was the carbs that was making me really tired of an evening. Because, what is the time? It's like nearly 20 to 11, and I am not even remotely tired. Not even remotely. So it's kicking in, the diet, I think. You're a tea girl too. It's been a couple of years since you drank coffee. A lot of people buy my biscuit teas because I felt really mean getting everybody hooked on that. You're on a water kick because of your kidney stones. Oh, bless. I wanted that cup. What's it called? No, it's not a water bottle. That one. What's it called? Air Up cup. I wanted to get that because it's got like a little ring of fragrance in it, and you smell it and you believe you're drinking it. So it'll be like strawberry and mango flavour and that sort of thing. And I wanted to give it a try, but they're like 30 odd quid a pop, and that's not the little things with 5 of those was £11 for a selection of each one. And you think, well, this is going to be like expensive water. Everyone wants them Stanley cups as well, don't they? Gonna have to go. Oh no, Julie. Well, I don't mean no, don't come. Oh no, you keep falling asleep. Bless your heart. I don't mean no, no, no. I don't mean that. Bless you. Hope you have a good sleep. Hope you have a good sleep. Bye, darling. You like Earl Grey tea? You did the thumbie. That's good. Yarny Cat has those teas in her shop. I didn't know Yarny Cat had a shop. A filter pitcher. Oh, what, like one of them big water. I used to have one of them. But the trouble is, you forget to change the filter, and then you start feeling nauseous. I used to do that a lot. I think, why am I feeling sick? Am I pregnant? And I'd go get a test. This is a while back now. And lo and behold, I wasn't pregnant at all. I was just poisoning myself with a water filter. I want to blow my nose, but I can't. It's this fibres. Fibres have closed up my nose. Hi, Kim. Welcome. Don't forget the thumbie. Water live in a national forest. It's 4:39. You would love a nap. Bless you. Wish could buy those, but the shipping is prohibitive to buy. Amazon shipping is free. Amazon shipping, if you buy, it's all right if they've bought the stuff and they're shipping it for you from your own country. But when I first started talking about the biscuit tea, people were buying it on Amazon at massively inflated prices, and then the shipping was massively inflated as well, and that was ridiculous. So I thought I'll put it in my yarn shop, and that way if people want to buy it while they're buying yarn, they can, and they don't cost them any more for the shipping. So that's my theory behind the whole thing. I've caught up. Oh, you lost 65 pounds and you have more energy than you did have. I haven't lost a lot yet. I've been losing. I lost about £6, I think. You've bought from Tracy's shop before and didn't have any problems. No, I've not had any problems with any shipping. And I was thinking about that the other day. Sorry about this, but I've got to do it again. Oh, that was horrible. But at least it's gone, guys. Finally. I'm sure that I'm allergic to crochet. Got a big red nose now. Where's my powder? There might be some. Did it work? Oh, it might have done. Anyway, how vain am I? So yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was packing up some orders the other day, and one was going to the US, one was going to Greece, and two were going to the UK. And I suddenly thought, I've had no problems whatsoever with shipping. The only time I had any problems of any kind was when the post office got hacked, and they got ransomware, you know, and they had this organisation held them for ransom. So there was a period of time where they had to put new systems in because they didn't pay it. They just got rid of this, you know, started again. So there was a little bit of, but that wasn't me, and that was everybody. Everybody was affected. And I was giving them a little while, and I said, if it goes on any longer, I'm going to look at other shipping companies. And I was just about to, when they come back on, and everything was fine. But that was the only time, and it wasn't really a problem. It just meant there was a couple of weeks, maybe delay for once. But usually I ship straight away. Like somebody ordered today, I'll be packaging it up tomorrow and posting it on Monday. So, yeah, really quick. Oh, I can breathe. How about that? I'm over the moon now. My shipping is weight-based. So, when I first started, a lot of people thought they were waiting for me to open this shop, and they ordered huge quantities. Like they would order a Poundland mystery box, an Aldi mystery box, and a normal mystery box, and so that's like a lot of yarn. Or they'd order mystery boxes and other yarn that they wanted, thinking that they could do one big order, get it over, you know, get over the postage. But if you don't order so much, the postage is a lot less. So it's weight based, and so that, and it, you know, it works. I mean, I don't know. I buy things from US. I don't think, you know, I get quite a lot of my customers are overseas, a lot. I'm getting more and more from the UK. But when I first started, I was shipping a lot Canada, USA, Australia, and Ireland. But now, mostly, I ship the UK. I guess it's because I'm good at SEO, and I'm kind of starting to rank. On the first page of Google, when you scroll, then you get a little blurb, and then you get more. I'm on that bit. So for most of my products, I'm actually scoring. I think if you put in mystery box, I score page 1 of Google. So I'm not doing too bad. So I'm getting a lot more word of mouth as well, and yeah, so I'm getting quite a lot more UK customers, which is great. Knockout. You need to treat yourself an air filter unit. Thinking of getting one as your sinus, is it? Allergies? I've got air conditioning, so they'll have that for the summer, and in the winter it's a heater. It's not a heat pump. They're new. Mine's previous to that. A big Mitsubishi thing outside. Well, it's not that big, but they're brilliant. They are absolutely brilliant. So that's good, and they've got filters in them. But I think it's fibres off the yarn quite often that do it to me. But I have got allergies. I've got allergies to dust, fur from animals. It's the saliva you're allergic to, and something called limonella, which I know about because when my mum used to buy kind of lemon washing up liquid, my hands would all react. So now I know why. I knew I was allergic, but time for B. Okay, thanks for coming in, Heather. I don't know what B is, but I hope it's fun. I do. I hope it's fun. Got to go eat supper. Okay, Teresa. I think I've got a bit behind in the chat again. I hope you have a lovely, lovely supper. When you can, you will splurge. I like to have a splurge. I've just been splurging. Oh, thank you very much, Yarny Cat. Yeah, you doubt that hubby's going to do Valentine's this year, so I'm going to hit him up for extra money on your birthday and try to order in May. I have a yarn strategy. I like it. I like it. Oh, thank you, Angel. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've been spending like you want me, but it's not too bad because what happened was, for Christmas I got money from Gary, and I got money from Gary's brother. I got vouchers from Pandora from Gary. I got about 3 Pandora vouchers, and I got a high street voucher. So I've been out a couple of times now buying and spending them. So it's kind of, although it's like I'm shopping and I'm splurging, I'm like splashing out, I'm not actually spending any money that was mine. It's kind of like, it is mine, but it's not like it was Christmas money, that I was given to buy stuff with. So I bought some really snazzy boots and some trainers, which are kind of the really evening wear trainers, like sparkly. Very nice. And I did an unboxing. I'm sure I don't know, I showed them actually on one of my chats when people asked to see them. But I did buy some. I went to the House of Fraser. Our House of Fraser in Maidstone, my local one, it's the nearest one to me anyway, is closing down for a refurb. It's not closing down for good, thank goodness, because I think I'd be in mourning if it was. But it's having a refurb, so they're closing soon, and they're opening in October. So it's closed for a long time, which I hate. But it will come back bigger and better, they say. But they had 20% off of everything the first time I went shopping, and then we went the other day, and they had 50% off of all beauty. So that includes makeup and toiletries and perfumes and aftershave. So Gary and I bought each other some. Well, he bought them actually. I'd already got his Valentine's present. I can't tell you what it is because he has been known to watch my lives. So he's probably in there snoring rather than watching my live, but I daren't say, in case he does kind of watch the replay or anything. I'll let you know once it's all over. I got him. My chat just went spun like the Wheel of Fortune. Not too old to be crafty. Cecilia, hello. Don't forget the thumbie. Welcome, welcome. So I'm kind of working on this. It's slow going because I'm allergic to it, I think, and it's only like it's a little blankie that I've got 2 cakes of this and 2 that might be compatible, and once they're done, they're done. Granny D popped on a bit earlier. Yeah, I know. I went in a little while. I popped in there and see her in the hospital bed. Broken a leg in 2 places. I know. We're going to have it fixed on Monday. And then had to spend time in rehab. But she didn't even actually hurt it. It just broke. You have to go, Yarnica. Thanks for coming in. Got to go cook. That was me yesterday. I made a curry. A low carby one. I had mine today. But I think, it was definitely low carb, but I always feel bad after I eat something like that it can't possibly be as low carb as I'd like, But I made it, so I know it is. But I think, I'm not going to make any more saucy meals for a while. Just go back to, lean and green and mean meat, should I say, not mean. So I don't know how long I've been on. Anybody know? I have to go. Oh, and I've read that one. Yeah, kind of. I knew she'd broken it, and she did say that she didn't do anything. It just broke, which. But in 2 places, I didn't know that because I joined just as she had finished talking about it, and so she did a little recap for me. But obviously, she didn't go into all the details again. But she's sitting there in a hospital bed with a little monitor at the side. And it reminded me, it brought back memories of when I was in hospital, when I had my cancer op. It's the only real time that I've been, apart from having cesareans, it's the only time I've really spent in hospital. I've been very healthy all my life. And then all of a sudden I've been healthy all my life, and then I get the worst thing imaginable, the C word. And yeah, that was awful, absolutely awful. And I hate kind of every now and then something just pops in and I see something and it sparks memories of it, and I just think, and then I get a little scare sometimes and I think I don't want to go back there. How on earth has that happened? My leg, my yarn has gone round my leg. It's gone round my leg. How did that do that? I could have got a leg in that. Hang on. Right. It's out. How on earth that happened? I'll never know. I must be such a fidget. She's got osteopenia. I've heard of osteoporosis, but not penia. What's that one? I know osteoporosis is what. Maybe that's the same thing. You just call it something different, but it's where bones go brittle. Is that the? My yarn attacked me. I've been putting all my yarn in these plastics so they don't get dusty. So yeah, that's been another thing that I've been doing. As I sell yarn from my shop, I free up the polythene bags. So and any polythene bags I get now, I kind of convert them into yarn bags, and then some are in organza. But it helps it stay in the cubicle nice. Osteoporosis. That's what I think. That's what we call it anyway. You have it too, with osteoporosis, arthritis, and penia, and scoliosis with cerebral palsy. Oh my goodness! You're just greedy, girl. You got it all. Wow. You know, I was talking to Victoria, my daughter-in-law, because about her mum and her mum's kind of ailments, and you know, because sometimes she'll say something. Well, she's, you know, at her age, and start referring to her almost in like, well, she's getting old, and it's at her age, and I just looked and I went, I'm her age, you know. I don't consider myself old, and I just don't think. I think it's in my head that I'm not, you know. I believe, therefore I am not. You know what I mean? Just wishful thinking, really, isn't it? Your mama taught me to share, but I'll skip it this time. Oh, bless you. There's one thing I'd rather not share. Cheers. Quick slurp. Oh, that's good. It always does that to my voice, though. Very odd. Very odd. I'm used to the kidney stones that get on your nerves. Gary had them a little while ago. And before Christmas, I think it was, I had a bit of a stint where everybody was in hospital. I had Michael in there twice, my son, my youngest. We had all these concerns. Do you remember when he had that bleed on his brain, and it turned out that he ended up having to have surgery, and I got COVID at the time. Remember that? We thought that was back, because of all the things that were happening to him. We thought he'd had another bleed. It turns out he had a blood disorder where his blood becomes too thick, and then he doesn't have enough red blood cells, and he started to get all these really bad symptoms. And in the end, when they discovered what it was, they said, you know, it's such a good job that you came in, and that you know, we found this, because he was kind of, he could have died. It was getting so bad that his symptoms were, you know, kind of, and he was really, really bad. So they took a load of blood, and what they do now, they keep monitoring his levels, and every now and then he has to have blood taken, so that new blood will be made. And they don't. It's not they don't transfuse, but they just take his blood, so that his body makes new blood that's you know, that's better. And now at the moment his blood levels are absolutely fine, and it's amazing. He's back to his old self. It's crazy, really, how it affected him. It really did. But he was shutting down. His body was just shutting down. His eyesight was going, just shutting down. It's really weird the way it affects you. But yeah, at the same time, I had Gary in hospital a few days later, and he had kidney stones. Couldn't find my soda and the steaks. They have cherry Coke and cherry Pepsi, but not the kind that you drink. I drink cherry Pepsi Max. We have raspberry Pepsi Max. I used to be addicted to that. But that one is just as good as cherry Pepsi Max. In fact, I like it more. Kidney stones are very painful. No, they didn't give him blood thinners. I thought they would give him warfarin, you know, put him on blood thinners. But what they do is they just remove his blood, and so and then your body makes blood, and it makes the right amount of red blood cells. So it has to go and be. They call it bloodletting, and he has to go and be bloodletted. And I said, oh, back in the olden days, they'd have just put leeches on you, you know, that's bloodletting. But that's what they do. You just take bloodlet. And then they keep monitoring. But I suppose if that hadn't worked, then it might have ended up being transfusion. But no, it's all tickety-boo now. But he has to be regularly checked. And then, you know, if any problems, he'll have to have it done again. But yeah, it's weird, really. But it was really affecting him, and he was kind of, the symptoms were bizarre. They really were. But it was just where all of his systems were shutting down, and he wasn't really moving, and he had no eyes. His eyesight was going really funny. They said he had, oh, what was it? Snowy eye syndrome. They put that down to, and but it wasn't at all. I mean, it's gone now since he got, the blood levels all right. But yeah, every time he, was getting checked over, they'd tell him it was something else, or oh, your obs are fine now. One minute his blood pressure was absolutely through the roof. Went into hospital. A little while later, oh, they're fine now. You can go home. No kind of worry about what was causing it in the first place. Granny D, we were just talking about you, darling. How are you? Good to see you. I'm so glad I was able to see you earlier. I've tried to pop in your lives a few times, but I think when I looked for them, they were the ones you didn't do, and or I would be really tired on a certain night and I couldn't do it, and been very busy around here, really busy, crazy. Like I said to Victoria the other day, my daughter-in-law, most people of my age think about slowing down and retiring. What do? Start a business? Start a business and have about 3 channels and start a business. Yeah. But then I can't be idle, that's the thing. I need busy life. Sometimes I feel like I kind of take on too much in life, but I do need busy, and that's whenever I worked for whatever job, I would end up with way too much responsibility because, I'd be bored quick, and that's the thing. So, D, Granny D, do not forget the family. So good to see you, darling. And Madonna came in my life the other day. She said hello. So it was great to see her as well. That's, it was good. She was looking so well as well, which was good. Bless her. So yeah, I do like a busy kind of life, but then, everything, if you're too busy, then everything kind of suffers, getting out, seeing the kids and all that sort of stuff. Hanging in there. Like Cindy from Cindy Hearts Crochet says, like a hair in a biscuit. I always get a hair in mine. I get hair in everything. I think my hair, there must be time of them in here. Like a hair in a biscuit. That is a funny saying. And I know you guys don't have the same biscuits. It's a roll. It's a kind of rollish type thing across there. But a biscuit to me, a biscuit is a cookie. It's a cookie. I had to retire because of your MS. So I'm retired, disabled and widowed. So you crochet both for fun and for commissions. That's good. I don't really commission. I know I've been asked in the summer by Gary's cousin's daughter. She wanted me to make her a pair of trousers. She's a DJ. She works in an art gallery in London. She did a really snazzy job. But she's also a DJ that does kind of drum and bass, trance, that kind of kids music. And yeah, ravey type stuff. And so yeah, crochet's all the rage at these things and these festivals, isn't it? So she wanted me to make her a pair of trousers, and I was going to make her a top, or maybe some shorts or something. But I never really got round to it. I'm always too busy, just too busy to do those sort of things. And I get every now and then someone will ask me if I can make something, and I start with good intentions of doing it, and then I don't finish it. Like Gary's son wanted me to make him a pair of fingerless gloves last year, and then asked me again this year for different pair, and I started them and make the cuff for one of them, and I don't even know where they are, but I really do need to finish that this time. I've done so many pokeballs, you can almost crochet them in your sleep. But right now you're making a corner to corner blanket for your grandson due March 17th. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, we found out the other day that Charlotte, Gary's daughter, is pregnant. It's very early on though, but she asked me to make her some more mittens, because you know the baby mittens, very popular tutorial on my channel, and yeah, she had them. So she said, can I make some more? But I'd made those, and I made these too. So, and I made some that match it. Oh, hang on. I made these. Little, and they're made with the chenille kind of, James C. Brett chenille. And I've got lots of different colours. And I've got white with jazzy kind of doodahs. So yeah, I could make some of those and the mittens to match. But the mittens are out in the yarn van, and I don't know where I put them. So I will show them to her. I said, oh, I've got some to show you, but I'm not know if they put them in the mouth, they'd be a bit fluffy. I don't know. Might not be the best idea. No. They are cute, aren't they? Did I ever finish my stall from way back when? It's like this. When I find the stall, I lose the crochet. When I've got the crochet, I don't know where the stall is. They're both out in the yarn van somewhere, and I do need to do it, and I haven't got much of it left to do. So I really do need to finish it, but the answer to that question is no, unfortunately. I haven't finished it, but I want to. Because, you know, I was going to bring it in here, but now we have recliner chairs to put your feet up. So we don't need it in here anymore. And I thought, you know what, I could use it out there. I could use it in the yarn van. And I actually have a buffet, you know, in the living room as well. And so I don't even need it in there for that. So yeah, I probably would use it in the yarn van. If we hadn't got the buffet, I probably would have finished it by now. This is really, really annoying, this yarn. It's going right up my boogle. But my little booty, it's a cutie booty, a cutie booty. So yeah, kind of not finished too many things. That's the trouble. Too many bits and pieces on the go. Like I finished one hat. I've been making some chemo beanies for Jane, and this one's for her husband. It's not a chemo beanie, but I figured he'd feel left out with her getting lots and lots of beanies. This is her chemo beanie. I don't know if it's too big or not, but it's really lovely and soft. So I got this one, and but that was made out of the Impressions yarn. I did start another one, but don't like it. I was making one out of the Stylecraft Savannah, which is the softest cotton that I've ever felt in my entire life. Absolutely the best yarn I've ever felt. Oh look, I think I might have found my crochet hook. I don't know. And then I was doing this one out of the Muir Woods yarn. I didn't know if it was going to be too rough. Don't think so. It's hard to know when you've got someone who's got a very sensitive head, whether that would actually be all right. For me, that just feels mega soft. But I don't know if it would irritate. I don't know. But I love this yarn. It's gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. And the very first time I ever had that yarn, it was from Creative Grandma. We did a yarn swap. And she sent me that, and I bought more of it on Amazon. Yeah, but I thought Jim could have this one. But yeah, so I will finish those. That's one thing I definitely will finish. And then I started doing some swatches. This is from my swatch video, and with this yarn, and I'm trialing not just the yarn, the swatches. I'm doing the trialing this hook, because I just started stocking these in my shop, and the Lantern Moon and the Ebony Wood, they are very, very slippy, and they're kind of in line. So I think, you know, I thought I'd give them a go and road test them. I bought one specially for me, and so I've been using that to make those. So I've kind of been a little bit busy, but not really very, very much. You know, I've not done any tutorials, so I lost my crojo for a while. before Christmas, with all that hospital stuff going on, I lost my crojo, and right at a time when I planned to make lots of Christmas stuff, it didn't come off, and then I haven't really got it back as such, like the creativity. I'm crocheting, but it's not things that I'm. Although I made the beanie, I created the beanie, but it's just plain, but smaller. Could we make your booties into a toddler size? My great nephew will be 1 year old in March. I think so. Yeah, I would just do another round. You know, when it comes to the sole, I would just do another round, and then just add some more stitching in it. They're ever so easy, aren't they? Really, or just use a larger hook would make them bigger. I think I used quite a small hook to make them sturdy. But if you use a larger hook, because after all, it's really chunky yarn. If you use like super chunky, you can make them bigger just by using a bigger hook and bigger yarn. But I think they're adorable. I'm not sure if I mentioned anything about that in the video or not. Itchy nose. Sorry about that. Oh, it's doing my head in. Oh, Kelly. Well, hey, this is really like the old days. I've got Dee and Kelly. Wow, an angel. It's like the day when it all began. Well, I mustn't be too loud. I'll wake Gary up. Been listening, but wanted to say hi before I've got to run. Oh, bless you. Mwah. Good to see you. Lovely colours. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's this stuff here. I bought some. I've been doing these things. I've been doing a feature, and oh, this is really itching. Just rather than use my fingers that have got fibres on, let me just do it with this. It might get rid of it. I'm not going to touch that anymore. Not today. So I've been doing this feature called Yarn Quest, where it's a quest for yarn on the high street, because so many yarn shops closed down, and then with, you know, we all had the pandemic, and that see off a lot of businesses. So a lot had closed down before, and then a lot closed down because of that. So there was really very few high street yarn shops anymore, and out the way ones, you know, not on high streets, but actual bricks and mortar shops. So I decided to do a little feature on the ones that were around. So I googled the nearest ones to me, and I went off and I did a little shawl outside, and then I'd film it, what I bought afterwards. I wouldn't film in their shops because I think it's a bit disconcerting sometimes when someone comes in and starts filming. Don't mind in Hobbycraft, you know, it's not a big shop, but when it's someone's little shop, and some of them are very small, and they've got like a table inside with people sitting around doing a workshop, and it would be intrusive, so I don't film in them. Although I did inside the little charity place that I went to the other day. That video will be on Tuesday. But my yarn quests, I go there and I buy yarn, and I sell yarn. I have a multitude of my own yarn, and I have ridiculous amounts of yarn in my shop. So buying more yarn at retail prices is crazy, but what I do is I buy a bit and then I do the video what I bought, and I had one the other day that I did, and I've got one this coming week that will pop up. Try and get some unusual lovely yarns to show people. And like this one, this was one of my yarn quests. I still haven't used it, but I want to. Isn't that just beautiful, isn't it? That was obviously hand-dyed yarn. It was kind of a bit of a little festival, and it is where are we? Alpaca. It's, oh, I can't read the writing. Where is it? I've lost my neckline. Oh, it fell on the floor, didn't it? Let's see. It is Suri alpaca and silk. It's absolutely gorgeous. I got some yarn dyeing kits for Christmas. I will give them a go soon. It won't be Suri alpaca and silk. Drop that on the floor now. Actually, no, it fell in my bucket of, you know, that little bucket I had with all my whips in it. It fell in there. But isn't it beautiful? That's gorgeous. That was one of my yarn quests. It's very, very thin. Look how thin that is. So I would have to put that with another strand. I was thinking of putting it with some white and then, you know, just make a hat with it or something. It is gorgeous. But I'd have to ball it up first, which would be a mission in itself. But yeah, one of my yarn quests, I'll get round to it in a minute. This is where I bought this. And I thought, hang on a minute, I stock that brand. I'm going to get it for the shop. So I bought some, and I bought that colour, but I bought some other colours. They're amazing. They really are. It's James C. Brett Swirly Whirly. I absolutely love it. It's just beautiful. It really is. Now I've gone behind again. Remember the days in your room from your other place back in the day? Yeah, I do too. I used to do them in my bedroom in that house. And then I used to do them in the living room in this one. I fell off the chair in that one, in the living room. Yeah, it is gorgeous, isn't it? Can't do natural fibres. I can do those. Alpaca's meant to be hypoallergenic, isn't it? Other wools, if you're allergic to, you're supposed to be okay with alpaca. But I don't know. Sometimes acrylic sets me off. It just depends. It is gorgeous. I know, it's so pretty. She was a really lovely girl as well. She's got her own little shop online. She's the little grey girl. And she had some absolutely gorgeous mohair, but I can't touch mohair. And the other day I was in that shop that I did my yarn quest. The one that's going to come up on Thursday, I think. That's my video on Thursday. They had some gorgeous mohair. Really was beautiful, and I couldn't even entertain it. But I would love to be able to tie one of these things, like these hanks. I would absolutely love that, because as I say, I've got 3 yarn dyeing kits for Christmas, and when the weather gets a bit nicer, I will have a little go and see if I'm any good at it. I'll probably be awful at first, getting better the second time, get it right the third time, just in time to have none left. That's probably what will happen. Did I say hello to you, Laurie? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I did, if you've been in for a while or not. I probably did, because I did look back and you've been in a while. Cheers, guys. Time to take my breath away again. Oh, that is good. Why does it do that every time? I have no idea why it does that. Yeah, those were the days, eh, guys? Still can't believe I fell off my chair in front of everyone. That was funny. I had a full house as well. And then people used to talk about it. You know, every now and then I watch that video just to cheer myself up, sort of thing. So, glad I could be entertaining. Oh dear. Anyway, I am going to end this video now, this live stream, because it is getting late. And if I yammer on too much longer, I'm not going to sleep. I don't think I'm going to get off to sleep very easily as it is. I'm quite wokey up, I have to say. I am a bit. So, yeah, probably not going to sleep till a bit later, but at least I want to get so much done tomorrow as well. So hopefully I'll knock myself out. Thanks for coming in and spending the evening with me. And to all those people that I might have clashed with, I'm sorry, but you know, it is what it is, as they say. Bye for now. I'll hopefully see you on my videos, and come in and say hello on my chats, and I'll see you soon. Watch out for all the videos I told you about, and if you haven't already subscribed to Rocksteady, then please do, and you can see my derma rolling and all kinds of torture that I put myself through. See you soon. Bye for now.